Yo, what's up, traders? So in this video, we're going to take a look at a prop firm called the Fivers or the Five Percenters. Now, this is a prop firm I've been trading with since I've started trading prop firms. At least 2 years, I've never had an issue with them at all. So we're going to give them a good, honest review, and we are also going to take a look at how I generally trade their challenges at the end of the video. So you want to stick around. So grab a coffee and enjoy the show. So the very first thing we always want to do when we're looking at any prop firm whatsoever is take a peek at their Trustpilot. We can see right here, the Fivers.com. They have a 4.9 star, 18K reviews. We don't really need to do much more than that. What you can do is you can go to the recent 1 stars and just make sure there isn't like a massive wave of 1 stars saying they didn't get a payout over the last, couple weeks or so. But other than that, we don't really have to worry about a rating like this. We know Fivers is solid in terms of reliability, so that's about as far as we need to go with that. If it's a new firm you've never heard of or a firm you've never heard of in general, I would check the Trustpilot first. So this is their homepage here. They have these funding programs up here. They have bootcamp, hypergrowth, high stakes. What I do is high stakes. You can take a look at the other ones. Like, I actually kind of am curious about the other ones. I've never really looked at them because the high stakes is that standard 2-step challenge model that I really have mastered. So what I always do is I like prop firms that don't give you any options. I like it when they have like one model, and that's the model. It keeps it simple and easy for the customer as well. The issue with some prop firms that have like 10 different models is like, okay, well, which one's the best deal or which one should I do? Right. So this is nice because they just choose for you. So I usually go with the 100K. The one thing I don't like about this prop firm is I think they'll only let you have a single 100K at a time. So yeah, you can't really stack up funding, which I wish you could. I really do, because I would max out the funding on this prop firm so quick. So if we take a look at the challenge table, there's a few things to highlight here. Now, the one thing I like the most about this prop firm is that there's an 8% profit target and a 10% max drawdown, okay? A 5% daily loss limit. Now, think about this. You have 100K and you have to hit 8% before you hit negative 10%. So your probability to pass the phase one is actually theoretically above 50%, right? Because your profit target's closer from the starting point than the maximum loss. So therefore, you should have a higher probability to pass the phase one. That's what I really like about these 8 to 10 ratios here. Maximum daily loss 5%, which is nice, and 3 minimum trading days. Now, I know off the top of my head that a trading day counts as 0.5% profit in a single day. So you have to make 3 days of minimum 0.5% profit. It really doesn't decrease the probability of you passing. You can achieve that. You're going for 8% profit. If you're trying to do that in one day, they're going to flag you for high risk trading anyway. So spread your profit out among 3 days minimum. Okay, that would be my advice. They do have a really good scaling program. I don't know if it's on the homepage here. Yes, it is. So you get a 100K account. Every 10% that you make, they'll give you more funding, right? They'll bump you up to 110K. So if you make it 10% profit, they'll give you more funding. I'm not sure how much more. Yeah, right here. So every time you turn 100,000 to 110, you don't have to hold it. You can request that as a payout. This is on a funded account. They'll bump your funding up to 125K. So now you're trading 125K, right? And if you make 10% on that, they'll bump you up to 150K. So you can really scale this thing. It's one of the best scaling models for a prop firm that I've seen in a long time. And it's all automatic. As soon as you hit that 10%, boom, they'll send you the new account. It's really, really efficient. So there's this really cool feature in our Discord, actually, for the VIP members. I have a bot here named Chuck, and we have all the recommended prop firms integrated into Chuck. So you can actually ask Chuck a question. Like, I'm going to ask him, can you tell me about the Fivers high stakes program and what I should be aware of to pass? So let's just ask Chuck that. And I'm going to open this thread you're going to see here, and he's going to think about it for a minute, because I guess he needs to think about it. He's an AI. So we'll just give him some time here. Maybe I should have asked them before. Here we go. So the Fiverr's high stake two-step unlimited time evaluation, you need at least 3 profitable days, 8% profit target for phase 1 and 5% for phase 2. You must never exceed a total drawdown or 5% daily drawdown. And then it gives you the market reset time. Accounts will be inactive after 30 days. Once both phases are passed, you get a funded account with bi-weekly withdrawals via crypto or RI. So a lot of really useful information all in one spot there that Chuck can give me. I could even ask him, are there any risk limitations I should be aware of? Let's just ask him that and see if he can find any data on their website. Because what Chuck does is he scrapes all the data off the Fiverr's website and then gives it to me. No, so nothing I should be aware of. Now, I do know for Fiverr's that if you go all in and risk your full 5% daily drawdown, they will probably put you on risk. I usually risk between 1.5 and 2% per trade. I've never had a problem with them. They've never put me on risk. Okay, and I've traded with them under the radar. They don't know that, I have an Instagram or anything like that. So they've been super solid for me. And plus, they give you a refund on your first payout too, which is wild. A lot of platforms stopped doing that. So that's what I really like about them. So basically how I would trade this challenge, just to go over real quick, is I would risk about 1.5% per trade. I like to trade gold. If you're not a gold trader, pick a currency pair that has a lot of volatility. The problem with the low volatility pairs is that you need to go higher and higher lots to do a reasonably relevant trade. And if you go too high a lots, you might get flagged for high risk trading. With gold, it's so volatile, you can do one lot on gold and you're still totally fine. You can make a ton of profit just with one lot. So that's why I recommend trading gold all the time. What I do is, like, if I know I have 3 minimum trading days, so I'm going to target 1.5% risk on my trade. And then I would do like a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So I would make 3% on the day. So that's my goal. So my goal would be day 1, make 3%. Day 2, make 3. And then that's 6% total. I need 8% to pass. So day 3, I would target that last 2%. And if everything goes my way, I hit my 3 trading days and my profit target. Now, obviously, it's not always that easy, but that's what I aim for. That's the dream scenario of my roadmap. So that's kind of how I think about it. So yeah, that's Fiverr's. I really like this prop firm. I'll leave the link for them in the description of this video if you want to check them out for yourself. Just check out their other programs, but I always like the high stakes. You can check out the other ones too. High stakes are great. And if you need anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on my Discord. I'll leave all the descriptions in the video. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.